times in his rhymes, cause his memories. We running through New York, so you never leave. Strap my lungs, then we puffin' through with that right. But giving them some stories, they come back like manic this, manic that, while you crawling to me. The hell we go.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to check your car for a parasitic battery drain on your car. Now, this is a very common problem on a BMW, and a lot of you message me all the time saying you've got the car on the lift symbol and that your battery keeps draining overnight, or when you leave it, the car's sucking too much power, your gearbox lighting going out, your iDrive fan ain't turned off, and this is all because of a battery drain. So I'm going to show you how to check for that and what tools I use to actually check for a parasitic draw, and how you can actually check your battery constantly to make sure it's not actually draining down and that you're actually getting a battery drain on your car. Or the other consequence could be you actually need a new battery on your car because the battery cell's actually dead, and that obviously can be because of a battery drain actually killing the battery constantly over the time of you just leaving the car sitting and not using it. So let's go over and I'm going to show you the tools I use to check for a parasitic draw on your BMW. So the first thing we're going to look for is the battery on any car, be it BMW or be it any car you actually have, to actually check for a parasitic draw. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to locate the battery. So in this car, the battery is located right there. Now we're going to go on ahead and take this out because we don't actually need to have this in. It's just going to be in the way while I'm showing you guys what you need to check and how to actually locate a battery drain on your car. So as you see here, we've now got access to the battery itself. Now, when a lot of you actually come to the battery area, you'll notice that all your battery looks fine. A lot of you will be saying you've only just replaced it and it's new. But that doesn't mean your car's going to stop draining this battery. On the BMWs, if you've got the iDrive, which is the CCC, your fan can stay on, which then means it will be draining the battery because the fan's not actually shutting off. And there's many other things to it as well. The micro power module goes faulty, which causes the battery to drain as well, because the micro power module can't shut off the central electronics on the car. You could have one of the chips sticking in the iDrive or the iDrive screen, which could be causing your car to stay awake. You could have water in your rear tail lights, which can cause a loose contact, cause battery drain as well where the lights ain't turned off. There could be many causes for the battery drain on a BMW. The one thing I use to detect them is this thing right here, and a lot of you are going to be asking me what this is. I'm going to go ahead and show you. So if you see in here, we've got all digital meters and everything else we need to check, battery current and everything. And as you'll see here, this is an amp clamp. Now what we're going to do, we'd put that onto 20 amps because a car shouldn't be drawing more than that. And what we'd do is we would wrap this around the negative, which is right there, and you're seeing it's drawing no current whatsoever around there. Now what we'll do is we'll zero this out and we'll hold to put the light on this, maybe you can see. And if you can see it right there, we're drawing nearly 0.2 amps of power, which is normal because I have the lights on the interior on where the trunk is open or boot and the car's not locked. But the best way to detect a battery drain is to go around, open all your doors on your car, turn off the interior lights, switch all the catches on the door to the lock position and leave the doors open, don't shut them, so the car goes into sleep mode. Then you'll strap this around the battery to detect for a battery drain, and it will tell you your amperage of what's actually being drawn from the car. So you see here, we've got that right there, we've got no amps, and then we put that around there, and then you've got the amperage, which is going up and down. Now this should settle down and you shouldn't be drawing literally nothing from the car. So as you see here, that's the amp clamp, and this is what I do recommend to have if you do have a battery drain on your car, because this will help you detect it and find out what's actually causing the battery drain. This has always worked for me to actually find battery drains on BMW, and this is a specific tool that I always use to actually find the battery drains. Now if you've got a 20 amp draw, a lot of people, what they end up going and doing is removing the fuse one by one until they nail the culprit. There is a lot of things involved that can be causing a battery drain. You're just going to have to leave that on and go around and pull each fuse one by one to find out what's actually drawing the power from the car. It's not a hard job to do, and I've told many people before, this is the best thing to actually use as an amp clamp. Now, another thing I'm going to be showing you how to check your battery is another tool that I like to use, and It's purely because it actually can check the battery, check if the battery's drained, check if it needs replacing, and it will tell you immediately if you've got a bad battery, because a lot of battery drains can be caused where the battery just cannot hold up. Therefore, it's always good to check if your battery is beyond the point of repair and you need to go and buy a new one. So we're going to use this new device right here, which is the Topdom BT200 battery tester. This is brand new. It was sent to me by a company, and I like to thank Daisy for actually sending this out to me. This is a second device they've actually sent me, and I'm about to use it now to show you guys how you can actually check your battery with this simple device. Now I will be linking this in the description, so if any of you guys want to go and buy this and you want to buy the amp clamp, these all will be linked in the description, and these are good tools to actually use to actually detect a battery drain. So as you see here, it's quite simple. It's got the two plugs like normal, which are the clamps which go to the positive, which are right here, and then you've got the negative, which is right here as well. And as you see, it turns straight on. We're not going to pull the sticker off. You guys will be able to see, so we're just going to press enter. We're going to do a battery test, and we're going to do a regular flooded battery, because that's what it is, and we're going to do it in GB, which is this one is 110 amps an hour. So then we'll just go to here, and as you saw, it does have the cold cranking amps. It does have all the different ones. We're going to put it in 110 amps an hour. Click enter. Now it's going to test the battery, and as you see there, it says good battery, healthy 100%, 860 amps an hour, charge 100%. So there you go, the battery is very good on this. We don't have a battery drain anymore. As I said to you, we did have a battery drain in this car and it ain't anymore. So we'll click enter. We can click the menu as well, see what else we got here. If we click enter, we can do a charging test. We can actually go to the data as well, see what other functions this has. Now this one is better than my other tester you got there, which it said earlier. So if you need to review the information, you can. And like I say, this one's a lot better than the other one I've actually got that I got sent to me as well. Now we'll do a ripple test as well, which is a charging test. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to run the test on an AGM battery and see if it gives the same result. So we'll go to GB, 110 amps an hour. We'll run the test and see if it actually gives us the same result, which it does. So it gives us a healthy battery at that as well. Like I said, this is a very good battery tester, and like I said, it just helps you with your battery drain, because if you do have a battery drain, this is probably the best device to actually know if you've actually got a good battery, because a lot of people think they've got a battery drain when in fact they could actually end up having an actual bad battery. So I do recommend to actually check this and check your battery before actually thinking you've got actually a parasitic draw coming from your car, because there's many things that can actually cause the draw, and a lot of people ain't even aware of it, and a lot of people don't even know a lot of the things that actually cause a draw. And this will actually help you, because you can monitor the battery that you've got in the car, and then you can monitor the next one that you actually buy to see if it's actually doing the same thing. Therefore, you do have a draw, and you will need to get an amp clamp to actually figure out what's actually causing that draw on your car. So there you have it, guys. I've now shown you how to check for a parasitic draw. Now I know there's not much information. That's purely because I'm leaving that for another video. So if a lot of you guys ain't subscribed already and you want to be able to find out how you can actually detect a battery drain, I'm going to be showing you that, especially on the BMWs with the software and how to detect a battery drain. This is the same way the dealer would do it, and the dealer would actually do it overnight like this as well, if they actually had to keep your car to actually check for a parasitic draw on your BMW. Now this method can be used for all cars. I'm going to be showing you how to do it on a BMW and how to check for a parasitic draw that way via the software, because with the software you can actually check your battery drain with the software and how to actually detect what module is actually keeping the car actually awake. This is a common problem, and like I said, I hope this actually helps a lot of you guys. It isn't a very detailed video, but it shows you the tools that you can use to actually detect why your battery is actually draining. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.